that my team and I will leave them hopeful, changed, organized, and free to be more fully themselves. Because that is my purpose in this world, and it always has been. A soulful approach to organizing. As far back as I can remember, I've always been a natural streamliner. In elementary school, I convinced one teacher that I should stay back from recess until all the desks were better organized for classroom flow. Looking back, I laugh about what the teacher must have thought about this 9-year-old talking about maximizing space to its fullest potential. She must have thought I was crazy, but she was gracious. You gotta love a good teacher helping you build your confidence. In middle school, a Saturday night slumber party at a friend's house turned into an organizing fest, with me going deep in my friend's closet, creating keep, toss, and donate piles on the floor. I know, I'm a real party animal. But while I appreciate the aesthetics of a tidy space, that's not what draws me to organizing. I may not have recognized it in grade school, but my effort to create more efficient spaces is really about how the outcome will make people feel. I still remember how excited my friend was at the sleepover when she realized that every single thing in the closet was something she loved. Having a natural intuition for creating better flow came in quite handy in my early 20s. At that time, I was working as the personal assistant for a professional athlete in LA. My job was to keep all aspects of his daily routine and home life organized. The fact that he moved 5 times in about as many years might sound like a nightmare for someone in my position, but I saw each move as an opportunity to create increasingly better systems of organization for his home, lifestyle, and priorities. I love that challenge because I became a firsthand witness to what it looks like when what you own is no longer owning you, but serving the life you want to lead. The more we simplified and streamlined his living environment, the more at ease and uplifted, the more himself my employer became. Ultimately, I wanted to make my boss happy, not only with my work, but with the rhythm of his daily life. Little did I know that the principles I uncovered in that process would lead to the business I have today. Perhaps it's because my career in organizing did not begin in a traditional way that my approach with new clients is a little out of the ordinary as well. It's grounded in happiness and in helping clients figure out what will allow them to live more wholeheartedly in their own homes. When new clients approach life in general, often they have already tried some kind of organizing method themselves or even hired a professional to help overhaul their homes, but it didn't stick. They couldn't maintain the order and they feel discouraged because of it. Why couldn't they sustain an organized home? Because holistic change requires a holistic approach. Whenever my team and I begin a new project, before we do anything else, we take time with our clients and ask to hear their stories. We've listened to account after account of how things just keep piling up, and then life in general, get the company name now, becomes overwhelming. And while it always seemed natural to me to seek a fuller picture of someone's life and goals, and what makes them tick before we jump into the work needed in their home, most of my new clients are surprised at our efforts to get a deeper understanding of their personal stories. It's not uncommon for me to hear, "No one's ever asked me that before." I think one of the biggest misconceptions about organizing is that it can exist in a vacuum. Discard, clean, repeat. But in reality, that's totally not the case. Since every facet of our lives is interconnected, our health in one area inevitably affects our health in another. And that's why I've always felt that Life in General's approach needed to serve both the emotional and physical levels by 1, seeking to understand a person's values, passions, life goals, and potential emotional hangups around possessions that aren't serving the life they want to live. 2, helping them identify and flip the script on those emotional barriers. And 3, creating real systems of organization within every space of the home, whereby every item is contained and has a specific and correct home that can be maintained. What we found along the way is that this effort to encompass more of the whole person or whole household in our approach to organizing is what sets up lasting change. When we ask our clients what their goals are for their homes, we lean in close to catch the answer behind the answer. Because while it's our bread and butter and an awfully helpful agent of change, achieving an orderly home with a space for everything isn't actually the ultimate goal. It's simply setting the stage for that goal. I know, it seems counter.